Matt Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
And thanks for being here with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. You know, the Kyle Rittenhouse jury is still out. Starting to get just a little concerned about that. Because this was a no-brainer. I mean, 5 minutes after they were told to go decide this verdict, they should have come back with the verdict.
Yeah, remember we had that report yesterday from Jack Posobiec about possibly 2 jurors telling the bailiff or the bailiff reporting or something like that. I don't know. Somebody in law enforcement had reported that
they were afraid of repercussions.
That's not good.
Not good at all. Then, of course, you'd have to be a little concerned for yourself and your family.
Definitely.
The way these lunatics are throwing out the threats. And by the way, why aren't they bumped off of Twitter and Facebook when they make these threats to people like this jury? It never seems to work the other way. They can almost always say whatever they please. But if a right-wing person says the least little thing, sorry, you're off Twitter now. We just shut down your account.
I mean, there was a warm moment yesterday, though, that where the Rittenhouse supporters and the BLM supporters were, protesting out front or waiting for the verdict to possibly come down. I don't know if you have this video ready, but I mean, one of the Rittenhouse supporters orders pizza for everybody. Cool. And there's just this wonderful moment of the real America, whites and blacks eating pizza together. Can you play that, Rob? Just show that.
Yo, give it up for him, all right?
See, that guy's thinking. They're thanking the Rittenhouse guy for ordering Domino's
I'm
pizza.
looking for the cheese. Look at
If you
that.
get napkins, come on, get food.
Come on.
Get energized
Come on,
and
Vlad.
remain peaceful.
I'm trying to find the cheese. Come on.
How cool is that, huh?
Pizza is a key to peace.
Hey, I like that.
It's a key to peace.
Anyway, I thought that was a great moment.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice.
See, we're not divided when left to our own devices.
Let me eat!
And then there's the food aspect as well that brings us together.
Yeah, the food definitely helps. I would say pizza was a really good idea. Steak would have been an even better idea.
You know what?
Cheapskate wasn't.
Right?
I guess he
wasn't
Where's
the steak?
Excited about uniting everybody.
Wow.
You brought us pizza?
Great point.
Piece of crap.
Oh, my.
Where's the steak and lobster?
Oh, you're so right.
Least you could have done is surf and turf, right?
Yeah.
Just another proof that every nice story can be totally destroyed.
Sure can.
By us.
That's what we do.
And we're just darn proud of it. Yesterday, President Biden awkwardly joked about Jill spending a lot of time with Kamala Harris and the second gentleman, her husband. Here's how that went.
My fellow Americans, today I want you to know we hear you and we see you.
Yeah, brother.
Don't rip off Bush.
I'm about to sign a law as proof that despite the cynics, Democrats and Republicans can come together and deliver results.
Yeah, with pizza.
We can
We
do
just saw
this.
that.
Well, surf and turf.
We can deliver
That'd be
real
better.
results for real people. We see in ways that really matter each and every day to each person out there. And we're taking a monumental step forward to build back better as a nation. I want to thank everyone who helped make this happen. Vice President Harris, my cabinet members, my White House team, Jill, Doug, our first lady, and our first lady and our
She's not the first.
second husband.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
No, I'm joking.
What?
Go back.
These guys travel
Go
all
back.
over the country.
To the start of that little portion.
He is.
Is he first saying that his wife is married to Kamala's husband? Is that what he just kind of
I
screwed
can't
up?
follow.
Let's see it.
First lady and our first lady and our second husband. No, I'm joking.
What? You're joking about what?
So he should have
These
said
guys
gentleman.
travel all over the country
Whatever.
together. I'm getting worried, you know.
Oh, that made it better.
Yeah.
Doug's one hell of a lawyer besides. And everybody from the United States Senate,
Yeah, so
Majority
is
Leader
he
Schumer.
Hey, who knows,
insinuating
man?
there a menage a trois?
No.
Is that what he's doing?
No, he's just terrible at speaking.
All that means is dinner for three. That's all that means. So, what is he talking about?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He is the
Before he even
worst.
got to that point, he didn't know. He's just reading words on a teleprompter.
Jeez.
When he gets off the teleprompter, well, first of all, he can't handle the teleprompter, but when he gets off of it, man, you get this.
Yeah.
It's, oh my goodness. And by the way, very first, right out of the gate of that clip there, he ripped off Bush, as far as I'm concerned, from the 9/11 debris pile.
Mm-hmm.
We hear you. See, that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I need something. Put a line in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take.
I think it's just an insincere way to say that I'm relating to your I know your needs and I know your wants and your desires, and we're all over it. I'm all over all of that stuff.
Wait,
and I'm over him trying to say that he's all over that stuff.
You heard the big roar of applause
Worst.
on the bridge in New Hampshire yesterday. So
Yeah,
obviously
it was impressive.
Everybody, we know he's caring about us.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah, let's go back to the campaign and what it was he promised Americans during the campaign.
I like these.
None of you will have your taxes raised. Anyone making less than $400,000 will not see a penny in taxes raised. You'll actually see your standard of living go up and your costs go down.
Really? How's that working out so far? I'm going to see my income go up and my costs go down. Neither one of those have happened for me. Maybe I'm the only one.
Oh, no, you're not.
No? Okay. So bad. He's such a buffoon. And he's also insinuating there that he knows nobody there makes over $400,000 a year.
I caught that too, right?
How do you know that they don't make $400,000 a year? Can you is it that none of your supporters are wealthy? That could be. That could be.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Successful people just don't vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My
But
goodness.
play it one more time because I love that promise. And I think we all should have taken that home to the bank.
None of you will have your taxes raised.
None of you.
Anyone making less than $400,000 will not see a penny in taxes raised. You'll actually see your standard of living go up and your costs go down.
Okay, my standard of living go up, my costs go down.
Another Biden clip that should be on loop during the campaign for whoever the nominee is.
Better believe it. He's delivered on nothing that he claimed. Everything has gotten worse under his watch.
Honestly, what has been
Everything.
improved?
Nothing.
For Americans.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, nothing. I mean, the border's a lot worse. The pandemic continues. The cost of living has gone way up. It's skyrocketing. We've got shortages. I mean, based on what?
Yeah, and that doesn't even begin to tell the story of Afghanistan and how we have
what a debacle
he
that
has
was.
destroyed our reputation worldwide that was built on 250 years of heroes. And the man is it's a dumpster fire, this presidency.
Yeah, he's a walking dumpster fire. He really is. It's been terrible so far. Seriously, when it's worse than Jimmy Carter did in 4 years, in his first 10 months, you know something's really not working out well. This is not going well. And that's why even a lot of Democrats don't want him to run again in 2024. We had that poll for you the other day. And now voters are increasingly concerned about his mental and physical state. People are pretty divided as to whether Biden is mentally fit to serve, according to a Politico Morning Consult poll of registered voters. The poll found 27% of registered voters strongly agree that he is mentally fit. So 27%, 19% somewhat agree that he is mentally fit. So that's 46%, right? That's 46%. 10% somewhat disagree, and 38% strongly disagree. So it's 48-46 that believe he is mentally unfit for this job. That is incredible. But that shows you that a lot of people are paying attention now, and they're starting to become concerned about whether or not this guy can do the job that he was hired to do.
Yeah, when you get to this point in your life, this isn't where you should be out in public. This isn't the last job this guy needs is President of the United States of America. And he is now the face of the country. And this is a time he should be sitting on a porch, whittling or something, or chewing on Werther's Originals.
Enjoying his grandchildren.
Right.
Whatever.
Don't sniff them.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
I think that's impossible, though, for him. Also, a recent Harris poll found that a majority of voters, 61%, think Biden should make way for the different candidate in 2024. 24% think he should run for re-election. 61-24. So that's not just Republicans and independents. There's a lot of Democrats figured in there as well. He's just doing a terrible job, and most Americans understand that. Thank goodness. Because there has to be change in the next election. There has to be a major overhaul of who's in charge. Again, not that the Republicans are the be-all and end-all to fix all our problems, but they'll be better than Democrats. They'll extend our period of time a certain amount, so we'll see. We're also finding now that there's a deadly virus related to the much more severe disease of smallpox, which was eradicated, has been since about the 1970s. But now the CDC confirmed that a rare case of monkeypox
awesome
has been found in a human in Maryland.
Oh, that's helpful.
Monkeypox.
Haven't grown a third tail.
I don't know that I'm familiar with monkeypox.
It's a thing there.
According to the CDC, a person contracted the virus while traveling in Nigeria and then brought it back to the U.S. How do you get monkeypox from a monkey? Do you have to have close contact there? Or
Business.
Wait.
I hope not. Huh. That's nasty if that's what that is.
Yeah, it would be.
Really nasty.
I don't know that that's the story here.
Monkeypox is a rare but potentially serious viral illness that typically begins with flu-like illness and then swelling of the lymph nodes and progresses to a widespread rash on the face and body. Oh, good. Monkeypox reemerged in Nigeria in 2017 after more than 40 years with no reported cases. Wow.
Okay, I'm not happy.
It just gets more fun every day, doesn't it?
I'm not happy I Googled that.
Since 2017, 218 cases have been confirmed in Nigeria. 8 cases have been reported in international travelers from Nigeria, including a case in Texas in July of this year. And now this current case of the guy in Maryland.
Okay, a couple of things here. You get it from
direct contact with the monkey?
With skin lesions or bodily fluid.
Oh, ick. Oh.
Grab that story again, though.
Whoa.
Where was that case in July of 2021, Pat?
Texas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't care for this information.
And I don't remember hearing about that.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think we even heard about it. Yeah, somebody got monkeypox in Texas. Don't worry about it. No. Okay. I think maybe we should kind of
But this stuff isn't a threat. I mean, it's not like they're finding vials of, say, smallpox in a freezer in Pennsylvania. Just,
And even in Nigeria, where almost all the cases are contained, it's only 218.
Oh, good.
So
that's good.
Nigeria is pretty populous. There could be a lot.
No, but they actually did find vials of smallpox in a freezer in Pennsylvania.
When?
Yesterday. Isn't this a fun time to be alive? And didn't Bill Gates tell us something about? Last week we played a clip of Bill Gates saying, we probably have like a smallpox or something come around, and then, okay, well then, that's fortuitous timing.
Files labeled with smallpox were found at a Merck facility in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, where vaccine research is conducted, but it's unclear why the vials were there.
Right?
It's unclear why the vials. I'm sure they know. They just don't want us to know.
Saving them for a rainy day.
Wow. Smallpox is caused by a virus that was eradicated from human transmission in the late 1970s after centuries of epidemics across the globe. It's so deadly that only 2 laboratories in the world are allowed to have doses of the virus.
And where are they, Pat?
The CDC main lab in Atlanta.
Okay.
And a facility in Russia.
Oh, that's helpful. They're in Russia as well.
Yeah. So they're really secure in
So,
Russia.
how did they end up in Pennsylvania?
CDC said frozen vials were incidentally discovered by a lab worker. The discovery occurred at a Merck Upper Gwynedd facility in North Wales, about 30 miles northwest of Philadelphia. According to a source with knowledge of the ongoing situation, it's not clear exactly when the vials were discovered or how they got there. Merck is in the process of figuring out why it was there.
Maybe Bill Gates was snooping around the joint. I mean, the guy is very prescient on this stuff, right?
It'll take probably about $1 billion a year for a pandemic task force at the WHO level, which is doing the surveillance and actually doing what I call germ games, where you practice. You say, okay, what if a bioterrorist brought smallpox to 10 airports
in Pennsylvania?
How would the world respond to that?
There you go. So there he is. Good times, right?
Good times.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
Feeling safe this holiday season?
Pretty exciting. Just a little bit of smallpox laying around. And somebody's doing some fall cleaning. That's all. No big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this is where those smallpox vials were. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to have to get those back to Atlanta here pretty soon.
Honestly, how does that happen? Does some guy just he's like, we might need these for a rainy day, and then he retires and forgets about them, and then somebody goes and finds them? I don't know. We are actually lucky that this is even in the news.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing
that they usually keep quiet.
Right. And then you just kind of, you realize years later, and you do a lot of research for like a COVID special.
Yeah.
And you go back 20 years and you find, oh, that's where they are.
All right. Let me tell you about Moink. Minkbox. This is where you can get absolutely delicious meat at a great price. These is fantastic. If you could see and taste the steak from Monkeypox.com, you would order it right this second.
The
delicious, isn't it?
Yeah, the bone-in
So
ribeye. The salmon is very good.
Yes.
I mean, it's
the bacon is the best there is.
Tasty treats.
But for now, you'll have to trust me. It's delicious. You got to get a Minkbox.com and order right now. Minkbox delivers grass-fed and grass-finished beef and lamb, pasteurized pork and chicken, and wild-caught Alaskan salmon. So it's not that salmon that's in a farm.
Yeah, Monkeypox, baby.
You don't want your salmon to be raised in a wheat field, for instance, on the farm.
That's not good.
No, that's not. No. That's not good at all. So. This is just delicious stuff. Their animals are raised outdoors. Their fish swim wild in the ocean. And Moink meat is free of antibiotics, hormones, sugar, all the other garbage that you find in prepackaged meat in the meat aisle. So you're getting just the best there is.
I love it.
Moink was founded by an 8th-generation farmer who is featured on Shark Tank. Host Kevin O'Leary, in fact, said it's the best bacon he'd ever tasted. They guarantee you'll say, oink, oink. I'm just so happy I got moinked.
Wait, they guarantee that?
They guarantee it.
Wait, oink, oink, I just got moinked? Okay, well, what's the...
Okay, yeah. So, oink, oink.
Just got moinked.
Keith and I are moinked.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
We're happy we were. Join the Moink movement today. Go to moinkbox.com. That's MOINK box.com/unleashed. Go there now and because you're a listener of this show, you'll get free ground beef for a year. My gosh. What a deal. Free ground beef for a year? That's 1 year of the best ground beef you'll ever taste, but for a limited time. It's spelled MOINK box.com/unleashed. That's moinkbox.com/unleashed.
Pat Gray.
It's kind of interesting, too. Speaking of diseases that are really serious and deadly
Jeffy?
in some cases.
Oh, Jeffy's not here.
Not here today. An Argentinian woman appears to have been naturally cured of HIV, despite not being on medication. What? According to scientists who hailed the case as a rare hope for the nearly 38 million people infected with the virus. 30-year-old mom has been dubbed the Esperanza patient. They named her after the town where she lives, and whose name fittingly means hope. That's amazing. Patient was diagnosed with HIV in 2013, according to the Annals of Internal Medicine. She never felt sick, never took medication, and a battery of recent tests didn't find the virus, despite analysis of massive numbers of cells from blood and tissues. The findings suggest that this patient may have naturally achieved a sterilizing cure of HIV-1 infection.
Wow.
That's really something.
That is something.
I think this has only happened twice in the history.
Oh, you've heard of this happening before?
I think it happened before. One time. One other patient has done this. I mean, out of the millions and millions who have had this, 2 people.
Well, I know Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
right?
but he took the cocktail.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this lady her body just said, I got this.
Her body fought it off.
Wow.
That's really something.
Sure is.
These observations raise the possibility that a sterilizing cure may be an extremely rare but possible outcome of HIV-1 infection. One of the study's co-authors said, "This is really the miracle of the human immune system. This gives us hope that the human immune system is powerful enough to control HIV and eliminate all the functional virus."
I wonder if it can control anything else, or does the immune system only work on HIV? Work on anything else?
Also, Thanksgiving just around the corner. It is a week from today. Can you believe that? 1 week from today will be Thanksgiving. With all that great food, family, friends coming over, desserts of all kinds. Maybe this year you can try a dessert that isn't going to cost you 1 billion calories. Built bars. So delicious. Everything covered in chocolate. All kinds of different flavors. And it's really delicious. They're like candy bars, but they're healthy for you. They're only as much as 180 calories. Okay, they go up to about 130 to 180 calories, 4 or 5 grams of sugar or carbs, and about 18 grams of protein. So that beats a slice of pie. Even if you get a teeny slice of pie, I'm just gonna have a little bit. That's probably 300 calories right there. So go to Built Bars, try them. And if not for Thanksgiving, just during the course of the day so you don't have to go on a guilt trip after eating. Go to Built.com, use the promo code PAT15. You'll save 15% off your first order. Promo code PAT15 for 15% off at Built.com.
What number do people call to get on the air? Do we have that number?
Why, yes, there is a phone number you can call. 888-900-3393. It's Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
That's interesting.
Really is. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Lauren Boebert yesterday got up on the House floor, and it was during the censuring of Paul Gosar, which he was censured right down party lines, pretty much. But Representative Lauren Boebert got up to speak and talk about what was going on and comparing the Paul Gosar thing to other situations in the House.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Democrat policies are so pathetic and have done so poorly that the left has nothing else to do but troll the internet looking for ways to get offended and then try to target members and strip them of their committees. This is a dumb waste of the House's time. But since the Speaker has designated the floor to discuss members' inappropriate actions, shall we? The Jihad Squad member from Minnesota has paid her husband, and not her brother husband, the other one, over $1 million in campaign funds.
Yes,
This member
Ilhan
is allowed
Omar.
on the Foreign Affairs Committee while praising terrorists.
Thank you.
A Democrat chairwoman incited further violence in the streets outside of a courthouse. And then the cherry on top. My colleague and 3-month presidential candidate from California, who is on the Intelligence Committee, slept with Fang Fang, a Chinese spy. Let me say that again. A member of Congress who receives classified briefings was sleeping with the enemy. This is unacceptable, and this would never be...
time's expired. Gentleman from Florida.
Jeez.
Scorched earth, baby.
Good for her.
Somebody had to say it.
Slept with Fang Fang, a Chinese spy. I mean, that went nowhere. That didn't hurt him a bit.
No.
That did not hurt Swalwell at all.
There's power in the D.
That is really something. Eric Swalwell continues to exist in the House of Representatives of the United States of America. After his, 2-year relationship sleeping with Fang Fang, the Chinese spy? Yeah, don't worry about that. Nobody's worried about that.
Oh, was she talking about Eric Swalwell? I didn't hear her mention anybody by name. I didn't hear her mention the name Maxine Waters or Ilhan Omar, anyone.
That is true.
But you're saying that it was Eric Swalwell she was referring to?
Yeah, that's what I believe it was.
I mean, I
Eric
guess if you're going to
Swalwell,
infer that, go ahead and roll with it. But.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm rolling with that.
That was epic. That was
great.
That was an excellent use of 60 seconds on
Sure
the House
was.
floor.
Sure was. And no response. I mean, nobody just shut up. All right, go on to the next person. We're going to ignore everything you said as if it never happened.
Yeah, but that other guy, he posted a stupid cartoon.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yes. A cartoon where he, with these teeny little swords, cut off AOC's head.
I mean, it was just an
anime.
If you're going to lose your committeeship, whatever, if you're going to lose all that stuff, and you want to at least have a good cartoon.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
was dumb.
That was not good. No. And I mean, you want it to be for something serious, like, I don't know, sleeping with a Chinese spy for 2 years.
You're talking hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know. Just making sure.
Exactly. Or if you paid your husband, not the brother husband, but the other husband, to $1 million to work on your campaign.
Okay.
That might be a problem, perhaps. But don't worry about any of that. Don't even look into it.
Okay, let's just say,
into
hypothetically, you're a high-ranking member, a chairwoman, perhaps, on a committee in the House of Representatives, and you incite violence among supporters. Is that, again, we're in the realm of hypotheticals here, but I mean, is that something that should be investigated?
No. Because, I mean, some other guy did an anime that was really bad. Really bad. In fact, I don't think he even did the anime. I think he retweeted the anime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't even do it. He retweeted it. And that's going to cost him his committees. That's great. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Help us.
Jeez. Meanwhile, Senator Mike Lee chatted with Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas yesterday. Here's how that went.
What about the issue with your Border Patrol agents recently being accused by some folks in the media of whipping illegal immigrants, when in fact they were not? Why on earth did you not defend them? I mean, has no one in your entire department ever become aware of how one uses split reins when riding a horse?
Oh, Senator, let me say two things. Number one, I put 100% into my work, and I'm incredibly proud to do so. That's number one. Number two, I stand with the men and women of our department.
Then why didn't you defend them?
And I will not prejudge facts before.
Then did you defend them when they were being attacked for whipping people, which they were not?
Good question.
Senator, what I said quite clearly is that the independent investigation will determine the facts.
Oh, my gosh.
And those facts will drive the outcome.
Okay.
Nothing less and nothing more.
Your response and your failure to defend them then and now is nothing short of morale crushing. If you want to maintain or obtain operational control of the border, which you do not now have, this is not a way to get there.
Ah, I love Mike Lee. That's awesome.
He's one of the few good ones.
He is. And then there's Ted Cruz, also questioned Alejandro Mayorkas.
Secretary Mayorkas, you're not answering my question, so let me ask you this. In the past year, has Joe Biden been down to see firsthand the Biden cages?
Senator, I will again.
Has Joe Biden been down to see this facility?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
The president has not been down to the...
Okay, no. Has Kamala Harris been down to see the Biden cages, this facility? Yes or no?
No.
The vice president was at the border.
Has she been down to see this facility? I know she went to El Paso. Has she seen the Biden cages?
They are not cages. And
what are these walls?
Senator?
Has Kamala Harris seen them? Yes or no?
Senator,
It's a simple question. Yes or no? We don't need a paragraph. Yes or no? Has Kamala Harris been down to see these detention facilities?
She has not been down.
Okay. Has any Democratic senator on this committee been down to see the Biden cages?
I will once again disagree with your use of terminology.
These facilities, has any Democratic member of this committee given a damn enough to see the children being locked up by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because of your failed immigration policies?
Senator, I cannot speak to the members of this committee.
Oh, man. God, what a miserable worm. I can't take it.
Well, at least we have a border czar, though, right?
Senator, I can't I'm not. I disagree with your use of the term cages. That only applies to when a Republican is in the executive office. That's the only time we can use the word cages.
Okay, but Kamala's on the case at least.
And Kamala. Vice President Harris has been to the border.
Oh, good. Oh, let's see.
She's been down to the border.
Really? I don't know. Is that right?
She was in El Paso. Yeah, she went there. Finally.
Incredible. And we haven't even gotten to the questioning of John Kennedy.
Oh, he's just got one quick thing. I think we have time for it. If you want to squeeze it in.
All right, let's do it. John
Vice
Kennedy.
President Harris, our border czar. What kind of grade would you give her?
Vice President Harris is not the border czar.
Oh.
Vice President Harris has been asked by the President of the United States.
Yeah, but what grade would you give her?
Root causes.
Okay, let me answer this quickly.
I'll answer it.
Oh, we had it.
F. She gets an F.
Pat Gray. Now back to Pat Gray on the Blaze Radio Network.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Rants Out Loud tweets, we will learn about the details behind how JFK was assassinated before we learn about the adverse effects of a Pfizer coronavirus vaccine.
You got it.
Coyote Killer 65. So there will only be the intro and the music on YouTube today.
Yes. That sounds right, yeah.
Probably right. So go to blazetv.com/Pat.
Yep.
See the rest of the show. Jeffy's traumatized plumber. We are the test subjects, but no matter how bad the results, it won't be pulled. It's probably true. Vern Lundquist. I wonder how the twice vaxxed gang sign lady is doing. What's her new gang sign?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
I still wear a mask.
Okay.
Even though I am twice vaccinated. That's my gang sign.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
I don't.
That's just embarrassing.
Care for that.
Don't you look at it before you post it? Seriously? Don't you?
By the way, great point about how it doesn't matter what the adverse reactions are, they won't pull it.
Mm-hmm.
I posted something on Twitter a few days ago. There's baby spinach that was recalled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2 people got sick. And they want you to throw it out. Don't use it.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
eat this baby spinach. And one of your audience members pointed out, yeah, they will post this. The federal government will say, look out for the baby spinach that's made 2 people ill, not killed them, made them sick.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But they won't do anything with this. They will mandate this other.
And literally, everybody knows thousands have died. Now, there's been hundreds of millions of doses, but thousands have died. And you're not concerned about that with the vaccine? Don't worry about it.
Whatever.
It's only a few people.
And
Forget about it.
And honestly, in the grand scheme of things, how many people have had their lives altered forever? The ones that did survive with the heart condition and
Come
whatnot.
on, that's fine.
You know,
don't worry about it. Stop your whining.
The one girl, with the she's lost her childhood, and she literally has to be helped everywhere now. But whatever. You make sure you mandate that, and if you want to stay employed and a citizen in good standing.
Exactly. And if you want to go to a restaurant or a bar or a sporting event,
yes,
that's all. Just don't worry about it.
Literally 2 minutes of the Pat Gray Unleashed program will be available at youtube.com/Pat Gray today.
From Bronco Nagurski fan club, I still want to hear Tom Brokaw try to say Eric Swalwell. Oh, all right. Well, NBC Nightly News. I'm Tom Brokaw. Tonight in California tonight, Representative Eric Swalwell, who represents Alameda County, Castro Valley, and Livermore, slapped with Fang Fang, a Chinese spy.
Okay,
there you have it.
I mean, that was...
And you're welcome.
That was believable, except for we know that Tom Brokaw would never report
that's true.
That fact.
That's very true. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. You know, I was just thinking this morning about the diary from Joe Biden's daughter. What happened with that?
Right.
It's just gone. Poof. Into midair. It's out in space now. It's zipping past Saturn. And nothing happened to him. Still, no ill effects from any of these stories. Not from the story where he pushes that woman up against the wall and violates her sexually. Not from the fact that he pinched a 9-year-old girl's nipple while he was taking photos with her. Not by the sniffing of hair or motorcycle chicks sitting on his lap or any of this stuff. And then we hear about the daughter's diary and the FBI raids the Project Veritas employees' homes.
Yeah.
And nothing comes of it.
Well, we talk about the...
How's that possible?
Handful of good guys that are still in Congress. And Senator Tom Cotton has at least sent a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland, as you saw earlier. He's
Merrick Garland.
He's so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, just raising concerns over the FBI raids. I don't know if that gets to the bottom of the diary.
No, and we should be dealing with what the diary says, right? I mean, the president even sang about it, if you'll remember correctly. Must be something to it.
Something's got to be there for singing about it, right?
I found my daughter's diary underneath a tree and started reading about me. The words she'd written took me by surprise. Maybe the showers we took were unwise. She said she didn't like what happened way back when. Wouldn't you know it? She has just blown it. I won the office with a record vote. And now Ashley brings this sour note. This is exactly why we don't talk about my daughter, who we don't let get out. And though we try to hide the fact that she's alive, wouldn't you know it? She could still blow it. And as I begin to shout, what was I just talking about? I can't even find my pants.
Oh.
Although it looks like her daughter hasn't blown anything for him. It's looks fine. It's just fine.
It's fine? We're
Everybody
good?
dropped it. Don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. He gets to skate from all the scandal that he's been involved in his lifetime. Just don't worry about it.
Power in the D.
Yeah. Wow. They always just get away with it. It's pretty crazy, but they always seem to get away with it.
It's depressing.
We were talking about the vice president, and the situation with her lately has not been good. And apparently she and Joe have not really been friends.
Aww.
And there's a lot of tension in the White House. Yeah, there's a lot of tension between the president and the vice president. So Jen Psaki was asked yesterday about why Kamala Harris is so very unpopular. And she said that it's because of sexism and racism. So it's because she's a woman and she's black. It has nothing to do with her performance or her likability whatsoever. It's only because of sexism, androgynism, racism, whatever kind of ism that we all suffer from. And we all suffer from many, many isms. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's unlikable and she's done a terrible job in office. Psaki was adamant in her response when asked whether outsiders were scrutinizing Harris more closely because she's the first female in minority. I hate it when they take that avenue every single time. I do think that it is easier and harsher from some of the right wing who have gone after her because she's the first woman of color. I'm not suggesting anyone will acknowledge that publicly, but I think there's no question. Do you? So Harris, who is of Jamaican and Indian descent, has a lot on her shoulders, according to Psaki. But she wants to be seen as a talented, experienced, and substantive policy person. Well, good luck on that, because we don't. We just see you as incompetent and terrible. Psaki confirmed in the interview she would step down as the White House's top spokeswoman sometime next year. Oh. Okay, but she did not clarify whether that would be before or after the 2022 midterm elections. I'm guessing long before. I see the president nearly every day, sometimes more than once a day. He's incredibly accessible, she said. I'm Irish. There are times when I get a little hot. I try not to. I don't know what that had to do with anything. Okay, thank you for that.
He's incredibly accessible. I mean, that's
incredibly accessible.
I mean, that's when you sit in the home in front of the Price is Right all day.
Right, in a rocking chair.
Right, it's pretty easy for
they
folks
know where to find
come
you.
up and say, "Hey, what's up, Joe?" It's the Showcase Showdown.
So be quiet
right
over there for a minute. Shut up. I'm watching my Jeopardy show. Yeah, it's not Jeopardy. It's The Price is Right, Mr. President.
Huh?
What? I love that Bob Barker. Yeah, he's not the host anymore.
It's been a while.
Okay. All right. Also, yesterday, the QAnon Shaman that we've all seen so many times, the pictures of him with the horns or whatever.
Yeah, I need a hat like that.
He had the Viking outfit kind of thing.
Yep, skull, baby.
And I think, didn't he have like a podium under his arm or something? He was carrying the podium around.
Let's see. No, Via Getty had the podium.
No,
right?
Via
Yeah, so I don't know. So Viking dude, did he have one too? I forget.
I don't know. Do we have a picture of the shaman? Maybe not
I
handy. Maybe not handy.
Yeah. So I got excited there when you said QAnon. I was thinking that maybe we had an update on JFK Jr. showing up over here.
No,
in
he hasn't
Plaza.
showed up yet. We're waiting. It's the 22nd though that's going to happen.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's only the 18th.
We got a few days. Okay.
Yeah, we got a few days.
Okay.
So that's next Monday.
So what happened with him yesterday?
Monday. So
With
Jacob
Viking?
Chansley, the former actor and Navy sailor, better known as the QAnon shaman, who was portrayed by the prosecutor as the flag bearer of the January 6th attack on the Capitol, the day democracy almost died, was sentenced to 41 months in prison. 3 years and 5 months in prison. really? Because he dressed up in a Vikings outfit and went into the Capitol building? Did he set anything on fire or break stuff? I didn't see any of that. Maybe he did.
So hang on.
But
hang on,
wow.
We are allowed to be in the gallery in the Capitol,
right?
So is the difference in him walking from the gallery to the pit, if you will?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what earns you?
I guess
each step you get in a month.
There he is, right there, and he doesn't have the horns on. He's just got a
where does horns go?
Fur cap on.
Oh,
he's
they're
got
on there?
an American flag. And is that a clock he's carrying?
No. Somebody's got a megaphone down there.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Now I can make it out. All right, so he's got a bullhorn, and he did shout some things.
Oh, okay. See, now
he shouted some things into the bullhorn.
You held back some information.
I held back some of the worst of what he did.
See,
yeah, I apologize.
I was trying to help the government's
that.
case and say, would he get 1 month for each step he took from the gallery to the podium? But you're saying there was shouting involved.
Yeah, there was shouting.
That's at least a year.
There's images of him standing on the Senate floor, hollering and brandishing a spear made from a flagpole shot around the world, a stark reminder of the role played in the assault by adherents of QAnon, the cult-like conspiracy theory embraced by some backers of former President Donald J. Trump. Okay, I don't see. They don't even allege here that he broke anything, that he threatened anyone, that he hurt somebody. None of that. And for that, you get over 3 years in prison.
And we heard how they've been treating these political prisoners in our own country.
Yeah.
Giving them tablets with CRT, brainwashing, white people suck.
And they just gassed a bunch of them the other day. And
say what?
Yeah, they gassed them. They released a gas in their cells, and they couldn't stop it. Something happened where they blocked up the vents, and it just kept pouring in for 15 minutes into some of the cells, and they were carried out in stretchers. Carried out of their jail cells on stretchers.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, though. As they deserve it. They're insurrectionists.
I'm not familiar with this story at all.
Are you looking for it?
I am.
Are you seeing any evidence of it?
I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Really? I swear I saw that they were gassed in their prison cell and carried out on stretchers.
Okay.
What did you look for?
I don't know what I looked for. Gas prisoner's cell, January 6th. Looks like I typed prisoners twice for those keeping
prisoners gas.
Okay. Are they already down at Gitmo? Because I know they want to go there for
they did want to go to Gitmo.
Easier treatment than what they're getting currently.
Yeah.
I'm just...
All right, let me see if I can... Defendants taken out of cells on stretchers. Here it is.
Oh, I should have done stretchers.
Austin County News Online. So, multiple defendants were taken out of their cells on stretchers. Last Thursday, the situation started when one of the defendants refused to wear a mask. Okay? Family members of Kelly Meggs, who's in the D.C. jail, said. Prison guards began spraying a chemical substance described as some kind of mace or pepper spray. They sprayed mace or some type of gas at an inmate and kept missing. So it went into the intake, into the fed, and that fed into the other cells.
Yeah.
And the lady with the key left because she didn't like the gas.
Oh my gosh, I see the story now. What?
So the inmates in the cells who were being fed the gas from the intake were locked in there for like 15 minutes while it was going into their rooms, and they couldn't see or breathe. It became so filled with the spray and the gas.
So you could literally make the case that
they were gassed.
Not only are they political prisoners, but they're gassing them now.
Yeah. Yes, you can literally make that case. And, they were so, incapacitated, they had to be taken out on stretchers. They couldn't walk out under their own power. That's how they're being treated in this place. I mean, there are people who, for the most part, walked around in the Capitol building. I mean, if they hurt somebody, if they rioted, charge them with that, and let's get moving. All right, let's have their trial and charge them with the. And if there's any sort of insurrection that you can prove, bring your case. Let's see it.
Goodness gracious.
Just asinine. The whole thing is despicable.
There better be lawsuits.
Oh, absolutely.
This is unreal. I'm reading this. I mean, this is a mace-like substance.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
It
is absolutely insane.
This isn't a mistake.
No.
I'm sorry. There's just
Right.
no way. Oh, well.
Whoops.
See, the thing is we use mace to clean the windows here, and doggone it, we didn't realize that the AC unit was running.
Yeah, the
at
mace
the same time
doesn't streak when you use it on the windows.
I've heard that.
So,
right. Yeah. I
so
just
we
never
use
tried it.
We just use
You
it.
use it?
Yeah.
You use it
at
your
home?
house?
Yeah, I use it at home.
But you take precautions. You
I
make
do.
sure that the HVAC units are off.
And that the whole family has gas masks
So this was
on in advance.
this was just
so.
Prison guards being careless when
Right.
it was window washing day,
Right.
and they didn't think, oh crap, we left the window unit on.
No, they're trying to hassle and punish these guys.
Somebody's gonna die in there
If they haven't already.
and the press won't care.
Yeah, they will not care. In fact, they'll applaud it.
Yeah.
They'll be happy it happened. Really amazing.
Golly.
Really despicable. 888-900-3393. Also, something else that hasn't gotten a lot of attention is the 8 people who just died at the nursing home in Connecticut from COVID-19. And about 100 more have become infected with COVID-19. And all of them,
oh no,
every one of them were completely vaccinated. They were fully vaccinated. Now, we don't know how many of them had booster shots, but geez, that wasn't supposed to be the deal.
No.
That, okay, you got what? Did you have your 3rd shot?
You got to keep up.
Did you have your 4th shot?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
Well, then it's on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
Old man.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 residents died, 67 residents, and 22 staff members caught COVID-19 sometime in the past month and a half. Nursing home officials said 48 residents and 21 staff members have recovered. The Department of Health said they're monitoring and providing on-site consultation. Seems like it's a little late.
Mm-hmm.
Family members of residents in long-term care facilities should also encourage their loved ones being cared for in these facilities to get a booster vaccine.
Of course. There it is. It's on you, old man. I already told you.
Okay.
Told you.
You're fully vaxxed with the 2 shots. Did you get your 3rd?
Yeah.
Well, then.
So whose fault is it?
It's your fault.
Yeah, see.
Why haven't you gotten the 3rd one?
Mm-hmm. By the way, Jeffrey sends me this note about the prison guard situation there with the January 6ers. Quote, large amounts of standing human sewage, urine, and yeah, I got it, thank you. In the toilets, inspectors found. Additionally, guards were observed antagonizing detainees.
Gosh.
Hot meals were observed being served cold and congealed. I mean, what in the world? Good night.
My gosh.
Good night,
These are
America.
political prisoners at this point.
Good night, America.
Can we stop with it?
Mm-hmm.
They're literally political prisoners.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Omega XL. You have 360 joints from your neck down, your vertebrae in your back to your arms, hips, knees, and feet. Now, that's 360 joints that take a beating every day with activity and aging. That's why your joints hurt constantly, and it ruins your sleep. And for me, the elbow joint that flared up was just so painful I couldn't lift things up with my left arm. And then I finally decided to try Omega XL. And I took it because, well, I kept, talking about the fact that it's all natural. And there's science behind it. When we're young, our bodies produce SPMs, nature's way of keeping our joints healthy. But as we age, we don't produce enough of them. And so Omega XL can restore the SPMs and rejuvenate joints and muscles. So you can move like when you were young again. And after it built up in my system for a week, I had relief from the pain, and then it was completely gone after 2 weeks. OmegaXL.com. Go there. OmegaXL.com/Pat. That's OmegaXL.com/Pat. When you buy your first bottle, they're going to throw in a second one for free. OmegaXL.com/Pat or 800-844-4888. So 5 Times August made it to number 1 yesterday, right?
I love it. Yeah.
And singer-songwriters?
Yeah, singer-songwriter.
And 14 overall?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where he ended up on the full chart. But yeah, number 1 in the singer-songwriter category with the song Sad Little Man that we've been playing here. And last I saw was number 14. I don't know. I guess this iTunes chart site has a thing for pop-up ads, and so I'm not able to maneuver this. But yeah, congratulations to him.
Yeah, that's
well-deserving song and video.
So well done.
It is, and it's a message that people need to hear about.
Really good.
Dr. Fauci.
How wrong he is, how corrupt he is, what a liar he is. And by the way, Dr. Fauci's name is never mentioned in the song.
I know. It is ambiguous enough that it could work on just an album. And I hope he'll put that on an album at some point, too.
Hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. Because he has another song. And I think he did another song about Afghanistan, right?
He's done so many. He has found his voice in protest songs now.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, because remember, he's the one who does all the old man songs with Biden.
Oh, yeah.
And the protest songs about mandates and stuff. He's a talented guy. Good. And he lives right here in Dallas, too. He's such a great guy.
All right, we'll finish off the week together tomorrow morning and get into the weekend. And Jeffy will be here as well to chew the fat and whatever else he does. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.